Okay, everybody. My name is Bashir, and I'm here at Tiger Eye Muay Thai. And today we are going to discuss the DTV Visa. This is the first video that we'll do. I'll try to cover all the bases. And if anybody has any questions, please comment below, and we will definitely be making follow-up videos to answer anyone's questions about this. So, first of all, disclaimer, I do not work for immigration. I don't work for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I cannot speak on behalf of the government and any changes in government policy. I can only share our experience, which we have a lot of. Since the launch of the DTV Visa, we've held nearly 700 people train Muay Thai, stay in Thailand long term, and get their DTV. We've got a very high approval rate. It's around 95%. With that 5% that were rejected, heavily skewed towards certain nationalities, situations, and people who also reapplied later on and were approved. So that 5% has a big asterisk on it. So, we got a lot of experience, nearly 70 nationalities, over 50 embassies and consulates around the world. So, we've seen a lot, and we can answer a lot of questions. Obviously, everyone's situation, everyone's individual situation can be different. So again, if you have any questions, you can comment below, or you can reach out to us directly, and we'll do our best to help, whether you get the DTV through us or through another avenue. So a little bit basic about the DTV. The DTV is a 5-year multiple entry visa. You can stay for 180 days at a time, after which you need to extend in country or exit and re-enter the country. And every time you exit and re-enter the country, that clock restarts for another 180 days. So this is a very generous visa, and it will settle a lot of people's stress and hassles about staying in Thailand long term. There are multiple categories. There's like for digital nomads, remote workers, and soft power, under which Muay Thai qualifies, which here at Tiger Eye, which is what everybody who wants to train Muay Thai and also get the DTV, that's what they come to us for. So now the basic requirements for the visa are you need to fill out the e-visa form. This visa is done exclusively online. It cannot be done in Thailand, though, even though it is online. You have to apply in another country. You need to show, number two, you have to show evidence of a certain financial threshold, which is 500,000 baht in a bank account. And typically, the embassy will ask for 3 to 6 months of bank statements and evidence of this. In our opinion, this is probably the most important aspect of getting approved. And then finally, it is evidence of enrollment in a soft power activity. And in this case, that soft power activity is Muay Thai. So which we would be able to provide you with the documents proving that you are going to be training Muay Thai here at Tiger Eye, and that we're a legitimate establishment. So now with that, let's kind of move on with some kind of FAQs and questions. So one that people like to ask is, where should I apply? Well, I mean, wherever you are, really. Like if you are, there's really two main situations that people have. Either they are in their home country and they're wanting to come to Thailand, and so apply in your home country, or they're already in Thailand and they are changing their visa, or they got here and they wanted to just check it out and they decided to stay long term. Or as many people are well aware, they've been cracking down on border runs and people overusing the tourist visa, and so they need to switch to another visa. And so they are in Thailand, but they're going to need to exit soon and come back with another visa. So where should you apply? It really depends upon your situation. And what I can say is that generally speaking, if you are in your home country, or you can apply in your home country, and most people who are applying through Tiger Eye, usually from Western countries, but not exclusively. Again, we've got like nearly 50 embassies, so we've done every single continent except for Antarctica. But the home countries, and applying your home country, I feel it is a bit easier. It's a bit more straightforward, and the embassies will communicate with you. So if there's any problem with your application, they will most awfully communicate that with you, and you can make whatever changes that you need to, and then reapply and get approved. For those who are in Thailand and want to go to a neighboring country like Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Malaysia, Indonesia, I think because of the volume of applications and possibly a higher percentage of people who may not qualify, those embassies can be sometimes more stringent, and number two, if there's any problem with your application, they may not communicate with you, and you may get rejected. Again, in our experience, it's a very small percentage, but if and when it does happen, they may not communicate why, and they won't answer your queries, and you're just going to have to start again. So if you can apply in your home country, I feel like that is a safer bet. And if you hear anything to the contrary, honestly, that has not been our experience. Absolutely not. So, and I'll get to what has changed and the misinformation that has come up and follow up. So what are some things that I should be aware of? So two main things. One is fill out the form correctly, because even a small error in the formatting of your name can result in a rejection and a waste of 10,000 baht or roundabouts, depending on the embassy that you're applying at. So just, be careful and, fill out the form correctly. I mean, the form it's pretty simple. Number two is the financial requirements. I firmly believe that this is the most important aspect of the application. And although the requirement is 500,000 baht for 3 to 6 months, I speculate, right, based upon a lot of experience, that having well over that amount makes that application a lot smoother, right? So if you have 1 million, 2 million, 3 million baht in savings, I don't think you're going to have any problem getting approval. And then, of course, the soft power documents, which we can provide. And, in the case of that we've had where there's been rejections, considering the volume of people that we have dealt with and the high percentage of approvals, when someone is rejected, I have to assume that, it's something that was wrong with their application, and most likely their the financial requirements with it. Okay, and now if question that people have is like, I can get this 5-year visa for just signing up for one course, and the answer is yes. I know I haven't heard about it recently, but I know in the beginning people were getting it for just having a few medical appointments, right? And then you're getting the 5-year visa. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can sign up for 1 month here and just prove that you're coming here to train, and apply for your visa. And we have changed our packages, although I'll say, if you're watching this video and you want to go with a 1 month package, even though we don't advertise that anymore, you can absolutely get it. And the reason that we don't advertise it anymore is because there's a lot of misinformation. People say you have to have a minimum of 6 months. I can tell you very confidently, this is not true. Absolutely not true. And people will get approved for shorter commitments all the time, and it's happened very recently. And an example that I like to bring up is that, if you're going to university, for example, right? University is typically 4 years. You don't pay for all 4 years up front. You don't even pay for 1 year up front. You pay for a semester, and sometimes it's like a deposit for the semester, and then you start, and then you pay the rest, right? So why would that be any different? For anything like any kind of long-term training or education, it's rarely do you have to pay everything up front. So that makes no sense to me. And also, if you're coming here with the intention of Muay Thai, I came to Thailand to train Muay Thai in 2006. And, I got hooked, and I was coming regularly after that. The DTV would have been perfect for me, right? I was one of those people that was coming in and out all the time to train Muay Thai. And so, it would have been perfect for me. And I was also traveling. I was going to different gyms, right? So why should I be locked in to one place for 6 months or a year when, the government wants people to come and explore the country, spend their money in different places. It's not required that you stay in one place. So you don't have to have a very long course to apply, but you are showing your intention that this is why I'm coming. I'm coming for the purpose of Muay Thai, right? This is my activity. This is my cultural activity that I'll do while I'm in Thailand. And going back to my situation, or like when I was training, I would come here for like 2-3 months and then leave and then come back and leave and come back. And, at that point it was mostly tourist visas. But now, at that time, if they were strict like they are now, they may have been like, hey, you're coming in and out on tourist visas too much, get the DTV. Like it would have been perfect for me in my situation. And then now final question or final feedback or thing I want to share is what has changed in the past year and a half or so. I can say that what has changed the most and what I've noticed is that in the beginning, people who were applying were they had done a lot more research. And I suggest everyone, please do your due diligence about this, because, it is, you're wanting to stay here for 5 years. So, it's, do it right? Do it right the first time. And don't half-ass it. That's all I can say. Make sure that you're prepared, and, we're here to ask questions, and I would appreciate if you ask the right questions, right? Because a lot of the information you should be going online, and it's very easily accessible, right? The basics, right? But of course, everyone has individual circumstances. So if you want to bring that and ask us about it, very happy to answer that. Very happy to answer that. Now, what has changed? In the beginning, people had done a lot more research into it and were much more prepared, and there are no agents involved in it. Now, there's a lot more agents involved, and there's a lot more fear mongering that I see online. Like some of the groups and forums, it was people sharing their experiences, and now there are a lot more people selling their services or kind of spreading fear. There's a lot more fear mongering now, or a lot more people sharing their negative experiences, and that gets blown up, right? And that kind of gets people assume that that's kind of the norm, when it's still a very small minority of situations and experiences. And now there's, I'm sorry to say this, but there's a lot more people kind of desperate to get some kind of visa because they're cracking down now, right? And they may not have all the requirements, and they're like, well, I'm just going to take a chance, right? I'm going to get my buddy to put in some money into an account, and I'm going to try to get this visa. And I don't think that's the right way, and I don't think that's what the intention of the DTV was. Okay, so I don't want to make this too long. I hope I've covered a lot of the basics, and again, please, if you have any questions, comment, because I would like to make more of these videos. With all the experience, I'm enjoying sharing it, and I do feel this kind of need to counter a lot of the kind of misinformation that's out there about it, and make sure that the people, that you don't have to spend any more than you have to get the visa. You don't need an agent. You can do it yourself. If you want to get an agent because you don't want to be bothered with it and money's not an issue, go ahead and do that. But if you feel if you're getting an agent because you feel you don't qualify, I personally don't think that's the right approach to it. So yeah, I hope this is helpful. Please, again, if you have any questions, comment, message us, and we'll do our best to help you.